So there it is, world. Look at this amazing world. This camera won't do it very well, but this is pretty cool. It's a lot prettier in person. But it's an amazing world, you know? There's a lot of good in it. There's a lot of good in it. You know, definitely. You know, there's a lot of BS. You know, and people will do awful things to one another. You know, and there's a lot of hate and fear and all kinds of dark things going on, you know? And I think it's definitely a good idea to not try and perpetuate that, to not try and be a part of it, to not try and do things that bring about the greater likelihood of just shit, you know? Just people being bad to one another, you know? Just the consciousness of the world is affected by everyone. I am definitely responsible for my part, and I have definite work to do on myself, for sure. And that's fine, you know, and I hope I do that more. This is one thing that's nice for me, getting out in nature. I am not doing it enough, you could say, right now. And then it's like, well, I guess you're doing enough because that's what you're doing or whatever. But yeah, it would be more beneficial, I feel, for me to get out into nature more. This is very enjoyable for me. There's the moon disappearing behind a tree. You can't see the trees well. You see that tree right there. Big tree, because the lights of the city are blocked by it, or maybe you think there are no lights there, but yeah, there are. So around the tree, just like around that moon right there. I thought that was kind of cool. See? There's the right side of the tree, there's the left side of the tree. So, I mean, you're all wonderful. You know, there's good inside of everyone. You know, there's a mixture of things in most people, I would definitely say. I don't think there's too many wholly evil and wholly good people out there, you know, but it does happen for sure on both sides of the spectrum, as far as just like steeped in that darkness or just bathed in that light, you know, steeped in that light, bathed in that darkness. And but people can change a very large percentage of the time, you know, and everything's changing all the time. And I hope to work on myself. That's all I could do, you know. You can just work on yourself. What can someone do for you? Yeah, they can help you out with some stuff, some financial stuff, and they can give you some love and whatnot. Is it conditional love, or is it unconditional love? Because unconditional love is the best you can give someone else, and ideally it's the best you can get, you know, love without conditions, you know. I'll love you if this, you know, etc. That's not unconditional, you know, that's a contract or whatever. And so anyways, and the unconditional thing is perhaps a contract too, but it's like, you know, an open-ended contract of love or whatever. You could see it as a contract, but that could also have a negative connotation. But anyways, and if someone in our life doesn't unconditionally love us, as you know, like, you know, most people in my life, most people in most people's lives, I'd say, you know, but there is still a lot of love that can happen without that, you know. But you don't need that, you know. If you don't have that or whatever, you know, so what? You have the relationships that are in front of you, and maybe you'll have those for the rest of your life. You can still have a great and amazing life. You know, even though it's not perfectly set up in whatever way, it doesn't matter. You can still have a great life, you know, and you can be the change you wish to see in the world, as Gandhi said. And, you know, because the world is inside you, the world is within you, and, you know, how you see the world is how you see yourself in a lot of respects, and you change all the time. A person myself. We all change all the time. Sometimes it's small and sometimes it's big. But we see the world as we see ourselves, and if you can see something in someone else, then that's in you, or else you wouldn't be able to see it. You would have no recollection of that. You would have no idea about that unless some aspect of that was in you. That's my opinion. Obviously, everything I say is my opinion, and it's an amazing life, though. It feels good right now. I have a hard time at times. I was having a hard time yesterday, earlier today a little bit too. And this is one thing that I've done today that has been really nice. This really stands out. Just, getting out into nature. And I'm going to work with my breathing here in a little bit. And that'll be really nice because I'm out in the fresh air, as fresh as the air can be. This place where I'm at is definitely not totally polluted, like some places in the world are, and there are still, lots of toxicity in the world, lots of toxicity. I'd say detoxification is a very smart and wise thing to learn about, in my opinion, because the world is extremely toxic. The air, the water, the food, the EMF, electromagnetic frequencies, whatever, all over the place. Some of this poisoning is intentional, in my opinion, and man isn't always very careful with how he disposes of things, and etc. And there's so much toxicity, and this stuff does affect us, and so I think detoxification is an amazing thing. You can do so many different forms of detoxification. I'd highly recommend bentonite clay, and don't touch it with metal, because it'll nullify the effect, or it'll weaken the effect of the bentonite clay. But wood, glass, plastic is fine to store it and stir it with. There's so many different things. You have the amazing liver gallbladder flush by Andreas Moritz. You can flush actual gallstones out of your body, which you will continue making even if you have your gallbladder removed. And that's the Amazing Liver Gallbladder Flush book by Andreas Moritz, and lots of stuff is on YouTube on that. You got the Master Cleanse by Stanley Burroughs. The Master Cleanser was the book he wrote, and a lot of stuff on YouTube on that, also called The Lemonade Diet. There's people doing it for 40 days on there and getting all delusional and stuff, and that's wonderful. I mean, that takes some guts. I did it for just over 9 days and just over 3 days, and it was magnificent. But it has been a few years since I've done it for even more than a day, because of whatever, me getting in the way of myself, or it's just not the right time. It's the time for the last year or two. That's great. Then you can work on your liver and your kidneys if you're doing detoxification stuff, because it might, overwork those, etc. Or they could use it anyways, I'm sure. And of course, I'm not a doctor. And in this free country, which is not a free country, there's just so many examples of it. So you have to say at times that you're not a doctor and try and talk to a qualified medical professional. And that's great. So try and do that. But in my opinion, understand that they are only trained in what they are trained in, and if they aren't trained in something, or aren't trained in a certain style of medicine, like say detoxification prevention, if all they're doing is learning all about big pharma, the pharmaceutical industry, all the while taking 10 hours of nutrition their whole doctor career, unless they study it on their own, which some of them definitely do, and there are some good doctors out there, but they know very little about nutrition. You have they take the Hippocratic Oath, which says do no harm, and Hippocrates said let food be medicine and medicine be food. So take more than 10 hours, or require more than 10 hours, because doctors are in a really difficult spot. They really are, just like dentists and etc. They really are in a difficult spot because they can get taken out, they can lose their license. Taken out meaning killed. They can lose their license, they can get discredited, they can get slanderized, harassed, etc. because of what they do and how they